Yeah, well, we delivered 46 through the end of the year, and I
Oh,
think
through the
we
end of
got
the
a
year.
couple of
Got it.
those in Q3, so 44 in Q4. But yeah, this was 2019 was obviously the we call it the watershed year, but it was the year we went from you know long time R&D mode into actual delivery to retail customers off of our production line. So major step forward for the company.
Yeah, congratulations. Not many vehicle startups get, past. I'm sure you guys have probably delivered over 50 cars by now, so that's a pretty big milestone.
Yeah, we passed Tucker right at the end of the year, so that was another one we had been waiting for a long time. But it's the vehicle business is a tough one even to get into. Just getting to the starting line is a truly significant milestone. So that was a big deal for us, and then of course began the process of building up to scale and really going for it.
Yeah, I feel like it's such a bummer that this the illness 19 crisis is hit at the time it did, because it seems like you guys were finally like just hitting your stride after 12 years in existence, like getting the ground rolling from production.
Yeah, I would say it's never a good time to have a pandemic, as I think we all recognize. But it is. I, I give a lot of credit to our leadership team for moving very quickly to, one is just we put in place over the span of a few weeks more and more procedures to um, mitigate potential effects and to help preserve the health of the team. But I think ultimately made absolutely the right call to push pause when we did. And we're not letting this time go to waste. So we have there's a lot of work that we need to do that we're doing, behind the desk from home to get ready for the next major stage of scale of the company. And then also we now have more than 100 Arcimotos built, and we're going to continue to get lots of great data from those in this time.
So, how is Arcimoto planning on navigating the shutdown, and how is it impacting your business? Because I know you guys are you closed the factory in mid-March. You're planning to reopen as sort of the as your local economy in Oregon reopens. How are you, at a high level managing this kind of unprecedented crisis?
Well, I think at a top level, it's certainly been tough for the team on just an individual level to deal with. We've gone from 110 people working to around 35. I'm very glad that the federal government has put in place, dramatically expanded benefits for people who are affected in terms of work. So that has been a very nice uh, comfort for the team. In terms of what it does for the company, I think the what we launched our two fleet products actually right before uh, the, the the virus really hit locally, and so we have our rapid responder pilot now on the road. We have our first deliverator pilot on the road, actually doing pandemic response work, and we're about to ship two more deliverators out to a major national grocer to begin looking at a pilot of that program. So we are in terms of what we're doing right now, we're absolutely pushing forward on the critical activities that we need to hit the next stage of growth of the company. And that's primarily, one is laying all the groundwork, sort of doing all the homework on the scaling side. Now that we have 6 months of production under our belt, we understand what the throughput looks like from every single one of the components of the manufacturing process. And so it is a mathematical exercise to say, okay, given that, in order to hit 20,000 units a year of scale, we're going to need, X more welding robots and Y more lasers and, Z more benders and formers and this much more building space. And so our finance and production teams are cranking on that right now, in order to put that full picture of scale together. And then that goes along with the efforts of really building the foundation of our sales pipeline, with both our consumer vehicle and then with the fleet offerings that we have that are just coming online.